Splash, the wine company. Splash is all about you. This means that they work very hard at amazing selections of wine and the best values. I absolutely love Splash wines. It's very simple to use. All you do is choose and curate your case. You can build your own case mixed with white wines as well as red wines. You do have the option of signing up for a subscription service, or you can just purchase one time. I absolutely love Splash because they always have good deals for all of their customers. Right now, Splash is offering all of my subscribers $25 off your first order. So girl, go ahead and order. Cheers. Welcome back to Fashion, Decor, and Food. I am your host, the one and only Keyonna Divine. And on this channel, we talk about the things that the girls like to talk about. You know, the most important things in life, like fashion, decor, and food, darling. So if you like videos like that, go ahead and click the subscribe button, as well as drop a positive comment in the comment section below, and click on that notification bell so you'll be notified when I do post other videos like this. Okay.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
That won't ever sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is.
Hey girl, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how I do my plant capsule. Yes, I know that you guys have been commenting like crazy about plant videos. You want me to talk about plants. You want me to tell you how I care for my plants. You want me to show you the different things that I do with my plants. Well, the queen has answered your request. We have another plant video here, and it's going to be a unique plant video. We're going to talk about my plant capsule. I'm going to tell you the ins and outs about it, what it's used for, how to set one up, and how you probably already have everything you need in order to get this capsule started. So let's go.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
That won't ever sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is.
Girl, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it honest. I am fiending right now. I want a new plant so bad. I want one right now today. So, in order to fill that desire, I am going to play around with the plants that I have and see if I can, rearrange them, because to be honest, they're like spread out in all different areas of my house. It's kind of cool, but it's not like really like a wow forest pop effect. Okay. So if I had new plants, I would create a capsule with them and just leave these where they are, because they're perfectly fine. They're surviving and they pretty much like where they are. But until I get some new ones, I'm going to play with the ones that I have. So here we go. What a capsule is like, when I create my plant capsules, I'll put some on the screen here for you that I've created in the past at my previous home. When I do that, I try to create like a forest jungle type vibe. Now we can do this with a myriad of things, like different shelving. My favorite thing to use is my coffee table, okay? I like the shelving and the tiers and all that, but that's not what we're going to be using today, because I don't have any shelving and tiers available that I can think of right now. So what we're going to be using is a rounded coffee table, and I'm going to use that along with some of the plant stands that I already have that are out, and all my plants are at different heights, so it's going to give the illusion of, height variations, right? So the capsule basically is, it can include like with whatever little decor pieces you want to include, all different types of plants. It doesn't matter, how, if they're tall, if they're trees, or if they're plants, if they're little, if they're big, all of them. And incorporate your most favorite things, okay? So if you want to bring materials over, such as like pillows or like throw covers and different things like that, remember that where there are plants, there is water. And you're going to spray your plants eventually, and you're going to water your plants. So just keep that in mind. You can also incorporate like mirror. I'm going to be probably incorporating mirror into my plant capsule. And all different types of elements as well. If you have like rocks that you really like to use, I have these beautiful white rocks. They're really big, and I normally like to include those in capsules. If I can put my hands on them, I will get them and include them as well. In your capsule, you can also include things like lighting. It can be like string lighting, or it can also be like a lamp as well. A plant capsule is all about putting together your favorite things that you've collected over time that are going to age with you, that you're going to hold on to forever, or that you've had forever, that have probably been passed on to you, different things that you have salvaged, all of that, and putting it together, creating a vibe. My dream home, I want to have a garden inside of my house. I want it to be like a fountain in the middle of the floor, a pond in the middle of the floor in my house. And I also want to have like a real garden with real dirt and stuff inside of my home. Like, that's what I want. So if you have fountains, like the fountains that you can plug up, bring your fountain, because you can set your fountain, plug it up and all that, and create like the jungle type feeling in your plant capsule. This is a very original idea as far as calling it a plant capsule. I'm sure there are things out here on the web that allude to what I'm saying, and perhaps there is a name for it. I haven't ran into one. I have been creating these for a few years now, quite 4 to 5 years now, and I really do enjoy them. They allow me to see my collection of plants in one place. Have a large wall or large space that you want to occupy, then this is the perfect thing for you to do so. We're going to quickly gather the things that we want, whatever it is that you have in mind, and create our plant capsule. Location, location, location. I like to figure out where I want it to be. Just like in real estate, you want to find prime real estate. Well, for this plant capsule, I wanted to make sure that it was going to capture attention as soon as you step in my house. One of the reasons why I decided to do the plant capsule is because I have a large wall that I needed to occupy space. What better way to occupy space than my gorgeous plants? I was getting tired of them being scattered around different places and not really gaining the attention that they needed from me. Of course, when other people come into the house, they're impressed that a young black lady or woman is even into plants and they actually look healthy. So that really places an impression on people. But for me, location is key, because the location needs to be able to captivate individuals as well as yourself. So, as you ladies can see, I do have my wall. I've selected my table. Now, you don't necessarily have to use a table. You can have like just a collection of plants. But the table kind of like solidifies it, and it allows everything to have different heights and everything like that. You can put some plants on the floor, you can have some plants on the table, you can have some on a stand, however you want. You can prop some up on books. The centerpiece is key. The next thing that we want to do is to create a centerpiece. Now, my centerpiece is going to be my very beautiful Monstera plants. She has been with me the longest. We have been through the most together, and she has grown so beautifully. She started off as a little baby, and she has just like grown this whole different attitude. So she is going to be the center of my capsule. As you can see, I have this Monstera. This plant is absolutely beautiful, but if you can see, she is wild. Just look at all the roots and stuff in there. She is huge. She is everywhere, okay? And I've had her in this pot when I purchased her. over a year, and I think it's time to take her out, put her in something bigger, and also separate her. Growing as a plant mom, and I'm hoping that things will get better, but she is just absolutely flourishing, and I have to hold her together so she won't be so wild with those little straps. But I definitely want to have different levels, so I'm going to use like some pots, flip them over so that I can have some height. I'm going to go as far as to find wine bottles to kind of like propagate some of my pieces. We're also going to do some plant maintenance. After I get everything set up how I want to, I'm going to go through and do some cutting where it needs to be cut, and do some repotting. This is just going to allow me to get a whole situation with my in-house garden. So yeah, let's go. I'd like to make you familiar with some of the plants that I do have in case you have your eye on one of them and want to purchase one for yourself. This big plant that's wild and crazy, of course, I did just introduce you to her. Her name is Monster, and she is a Monstera plant, otherwise known as a Swiss cheese plant, because of the cut of her leaves. If you look really closely, you will be able to see how her leaves remind you of Swiss cheese. I know that you see her growing upward, but in the last clip, in one of the last clips, I showed you how she does not naturally grow upward. She grows wild and she spreads, okay? So the only reason why she is growing upwards right now is because I have her wrapped in twine so that she can grow in the direction upwards like a tree, because my interest is more into tall, elegant trees right now in my journey. The next plant that you'll see is actually a tree, and it is a fig tree. That is the one that is on the left hand side. It has the big, huge leaves, and it stands up tall and strong like a tree. The fig tree and I, we are still getting to know each other. I have had this one for over a year, and I'm noticing that the leaves do fall off, and it breaks my heart every time because it takes a long time for a leaf to grow, and the leaves are really thick and strong. So I'm still trying to figure out my relationship with the fig tree. The next plants you'll see are towards the back, and these are the Majesty palms. Okay, these are actually trees. They grow really tall and really big. I've had humongous ones that stand like 9 feet tall. This is an effortless plant to have, although it does need light. Okay. So from time to time with this capsule, I'm going to have to take my palm trees to the light if I feel like they're not getting enough light where they are right now. And that goes for all of the plants. The palm tree, the Majesty palm, is one of the most elegant and beautiful plants that you could have. And like I said, it doesn't require a lot. It just does need light. It's so beautiful because you get a bang for the buck. These plants at this stage, they run around $20 to $25, and it just adds so much elegance to whatever space you have. This would definitely be a recommendation for me, a go-to, and it's going to add greenery to your space and make it look like you know what you're doing, because she keeps herself up very well. The next plant you'll see is my pothos. Pothos and I have a wonderful relationship. I've been able to propagate these pothos so many times to make so many other plants, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. If you look at the leaves on the pothos, it is absolutely beautiful. The older generation call it an ivory plant, but this is actually a pothos.
actually think of me as less than you. Just wish that I knew how something like that could happen. Maybe it's just in passing, 'cause nothing is everlasting, no. But like really though, how do you know that I can overcome all of the obstacles? She just looked me in the eye, said it's gonna be alright, 'cause I know that's how it goes. The only thing we know is that we change. Nothing's ever gonna stay the same forever, forever. No, it won't, 'cause no one ever does. You just have to learn to trust whenever, whenever. As blue as the sky above you, it's true that it won't end this way. If you lose and get sad about it, just know it's gonna go away. It doesn't make sense.
My name is Keyonna Divine, also known as the Cooking Queen, and welcome to my kitchen. When I am cooking, I love a lot of flavor, not salt, but flavor. Therefore, I have created my own seasoning, and it is called the everything seasoning because, honey, you can put this season on everything. I'm talking about cucumber salad, double eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs, steak, fish, chicken. Honey, sprinkle this seasoning on everything and you will soon find out that it is the only season you need in your kitchen. Click the link in the description box below to order your everything season today. All right, guys, so the plant capsule is done. It is complete and I absolutely love it. It is really substantial. I'm not sure if this is even doing it justice. I'm moving back all the way in the kitchen just to show you guys how large this wall is. Like, this wall is huge. And the capsule takes up like a great deal of the wall. As you can see, I did hang these octagon mirrors here. You can also see I did not clean them. I did hang them. And then with more of a simplified capsule, which means I didn't add too much of other stuff in it, but I will point out to you the things that I did add, okay? I did add this gold leaf. It has a marble base, super cute. And I did add her sister, which is a circle. She has a lot of texture. And she also has the marble base. Texas rose candle. It's actually black. I know it's coming off this color, but if you pay attention to the beginning, it is black and the inside is yellow. It's really cute. It smells like pure rose and it is yellow rose. That's the name of it. Made in Texas. You can find those at your local H-E-B grocery store. Other elements that I did add are this black plant waterer, okay, and hanging plant hook. So it's stuck all the way down inside the pothos. And I have the pothos vining up the hook. And we have the hook here, okay. The fish tank for color and sound, but I don't hear anything yet, so I'm not sure how that's gonna do. I kept my plant waterer here, and I added this Mother Nature painting. Super gorgeous. Okay, I did go upward and start adding things on the wall as well. This is family rules. Help each other. Always tell the truth. Share. Do your best. Pay with hugs and kisses. Listen to your parents. Laugh at yourself. Say, I love you. Try new things. Be thankful. Show compassion. Be happy. Love each other. Dream big. Respect one another. Laugh out loud. Keep your promises. Say please and thank you. Be grateful. Think of others before yourself. Use kind words. Know you are loved and hug often. I love those family rules. These roses, these are foam roses to just like elevate it because it's so high. Okay? That is what I added, and this is how this baby turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend you doing some type of plant capsule in your house. This is an eye catcher. As soon as someone walks into my house, this is the front door over here. This is the gym. Okay, so you walk in, hey, hi, how you doing? And then the first thing you see, of course, is these gorgeous pillows, but you only see them for a split second before you see this whole entire forest. It's a live forest. It just makes you want to touch it. And I did spray and water my plants. And this is good for the plant mom or plant dad also because they're right in your face. You can't help but notice them. They look so beautiful. It renews, the love you have for them. Just like if your dogs go to the groomers and they come back, you just like love them even more. They're just so cuddly and fresh and perfect, right? The same thing with your plants. So it just like renews everything and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Whole vibe. It's a piece of art. It is a way of expression. I think that people who own plants are some of the coolest people ever, especially if they have like a collection of plants, not just one or two, because it really shows that they are about that life. And then to be able to create art like this art capsule that I've created. These pieces right here, these mirrors, I've had them for like 4 years, probably even longer than that. And this is when I first got into like decor. So I've had them maybe five years, maybe even 6. This is when I first got into decor and I started gaining that confidence, These pieces weren't too far along when I decided, hey, my favorite color is gold. Why don't I have any gold in my house? This fish tank reminds me of my twin daughters because this was their fish tank. Okay. And this family sign just reminds me of my family, This was a piece of art that I've had for such a long time. I actually got that from Dee. And I've incorporated it into so many things. So this is my plant capsule. I wanted to share this experience with you guys. I hope that you were able to take it in as I was able to give it. And then, look at the beautiful pillows. These are my newest pillows here. So gorgeous. These were the newest ones before those. They're a year apart. So yeah, the whole living room vibe is very comfy. It's very masculine, but yet feminine. It has a balance of the feminine energy and the masculine energy. And it's so good. Anyway, I'm watching Chelsea Janae on YouTube. Go ahead and support my girl. Subscribe to her channel. Check out her video. I'm going to finish watching it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
I don't need your support just to know I'm important.
I won't ever sell myself short, 'cause I